Hey everybody, we're back.
Hello again, Mr. Thatcher. Do you feel any better now?
Yes, this neighborhood may stink of dog shit and reek of piss, but to me it smells like the purest mountain air.
Do you need medical attention?
Don't get me wrong, sir. I'm grateful for what you've done, but I've never felt comfortable with doctors.
I will see you later. Mr. Thatcher, do you have a job?
No. Since I came back from the war, I spent most of my time and energy just trying to forget.
I understand what you mean. I was a soldier too.
No. Nobody can truly understand what I've gone through.
Why were you locked in that sewer? What happened?
I went by the canal after an argument with a friend. Got chased by these fucking wankers and had to barricade myself in, despite my claustrophobia.
Tell me about your claustrophobia. Has anyone given you an official diagnosis?
That's what the bloody doctors said. But I don't want to go to a hospital to get checked again. I'll deal with it my own way.
Why did you run? What was the reason for your argument?
Newton wanted me to go to a hospital, but I can't stand being closed in. Makes me feel like I'm suffocating.
Oswald, why did you not go to the Pembroke Hospital to seek medical help?
I don't trust doctors. All they care about is their careers and processes. I won't be locked in any room again, by anyone.
Your fear of being trapped is not going to go away by itself. You need professional help.
I've seen enough butchers in white coats to last a lifetime. Hospitals reek of chemicals and death. What I need is fresh air.
Do you want to talk about why you have this fear of being enclosed, Mr. Thatcher?
No, I really don't.
An irrational fear like yours is usually rooted in a specific event. Perhaps it would help to talk about it.
Well, Doctor, take a guess then, if you're so interested in my case.
When I rescued you, you expressed joy at seeing the sky again. So I'm inclined to believe you were trapped or buried somehow. Maybe during a shelling.
Jeez, you're good, Doc. You're really good.
Go on, please. Tell me more about it.
Newton and I were trapped in a circulation tunnel after an artillery attack. We were buried alive for several days without ever knowing if we'd be found.
Oswald, tell me about what happened when you were buried in that tunnel with Newton.
It was more than dark. It was black as pitch. Hours seemed like days, and days like months. Oh, the terror, the shameful thoughts. Lord have mercy.
Shameful thoughts. Tell me about them.
At some point, I don't remember which day, but when I thought we'd never be rescued, that this would be our end, I thought about...
Say it, Mr. Thatcher. If you ever want to heal, you have to say it.
I thought about what I could do to survive, just for a few more days. I thought about killing Newton. Killing and eating him. The man I fucking love.
What you endured was terrifying. It would have completely destroyed weaker men.
It did not destroy Newton.
Tell me about your true feelings for Newton.
I love him. I'm not ashamed to say it. He's the best thing that ever happened to me. I can't imagine life without him.
Why should you be ashamed?
I'm not, I said. But Newton sees it differently.
I admire your honesty. It takes courage to stand up to society. The world needs people like you to create change.
Courage is what we needed in the trenches, looking death in the face every day. I speak plain. I speak my mind.
Have you always been this straightforward?
All I know is, before you saved me by the sewer, my only regret was I wouldn't be able to hold or kiss Newton again. I love him, that's all.
Goodbye, Mr. Thatcher. Try to take care of yourself. Hello again, Mr. Blight. I'm happy to see Mr. Thatcher is safe, for now.
I'm eternally grateful, Doctor. We were total strangers and you helped us anyway. Can't thank you enough, sir.
Do you need medical attention, sir?
Afraid so. In the war, I was always worried about picking up something, getting some infection. Unfortunately, got that fear in London now.
Throughout history, some diseases have done more damage to armies than any weapon created by man. You were wise to be careful.
You're working at the Pembroke Hospital, aren't you? That's a good enough reason for me and Oswald to go there.
You and Oswald were buried alive during the war. Tell me about it.
Yeah. It was last summer. A shell hit our trench and we were buried for a week.
How did you survive for a week?
Luckily for us, there were rations and water in the tunnel. It was an outpost, see. Since then, Oswald's not keen on being inside for too long.
Oswald seemed far more traumatized than you by the event.
It wasn't the first time it happened to me. And surviving it again gave me strength. You believe that?
How do you feel about Oswald, Thatcher? You are more than friends, aren't you?
I love him. I love Oswald. We knew we wouldn't survive the war without each other. But I am terrified, Doctor.
What frightens you so much?
What if people find out? Oswald says I'm ashamed, but it ain't that. It's more, well, you know, I never thought I'd love a man.
Enjoy your love. And enjoy life as long as you can, Mr. Blight. Don't let anyone tell you who you should love or how you should love them.
I appreciate your kind words, sir. But it ain't that easy. It's all so new to me.
Goodbye, Mr. Blight. Take care of yourself.
Alright. Now, time to get back to the docks. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get my level up my mesmerize, so I'm guessing that is probably story-based bullshit. Will you stop Jesus banging me? God, for fuck's sake! Can a vampire not beat a man with a hacksaw in the middle of fucking London streets without some asshole fucking flashbanging him with Jesus?
Die, Bernie! Watch it! It's a killer! Watch yourself! Murdering bastard! Filthy piece of shit!
Okay, at least with the glowing red eyes and the, like, veins sticking out of my head, of my forehead, I can kind of see why they would be like, oh, it's a vampire! But before that... Oh, the district is healthy, eh?
Everything seems under control, more or less.
Don't forget to keep an eye out for this garden.
Good evening, sir.
Whatever.
Don't you recognize me? We met a few nights ago.
Don't take it personally. I spent a lot of energy forgetting what I did the night before.
Yes, you had definitely drunk too much then as well. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed.
I'm Dyson Delaney. I'll try to remember you. This time.
Inebriation aside, do you need medical help?
Yes. I feel sicker than usual these days.
Take this, then. And perhaps you could try to slow down the alcohol intake, too.
Hey, Doc, you don't really want me to stop the only remedy I can afford.
Is there anything in particular that you like about this part of town? Except for the cheap drinks, I mean.
How dare you say such a thing? I love this neighborhood. So friendly. So joyful.
Why are you so cynical?
Cynicism is the polite way to express despair, Doctor.
No reason at all to rejoice, then? Life is hopeless and then we die, is that it?
Let me tell you a story.
All right. Go on.
A few years ago, when I believed a resolute man could change things around here for good, a tragedy occurred nearby.
What kind of tragedy?
It was a bomb. Bomb that exploded and killed many people. Metal and blood everywhere. Shouts, fire, broken window of the shoe shop, the torn streetlight.
You lost people you loved that day, didn't you?
I've lost everything. But you know what the worst part is? I don't even remember where it happened. I've drunk so much to forget it, and now I can't remember where it was. I can't pay my homage to the dead.
I'm sorry, Mr. Delaney.
It's okay. If you ever find the place, just leave a flower for me there. Even if you tell me where it is, I'm not sure I'd memorize it.
What do you do for a living, Mr. Delaney?
I drink. I drink in the morning and at noon. I drink at night, and then I drink some more.
Why do you drink so much?
Maybe it's because I prefer dying slowly. Death can be so abrupt. Personally, I like to see mine coming at my own pace.
You sound very sad, sir.
That's because I am Doc.
Don't you work at all?
I'd love to, but I don't have the time. Didn't I tell you? Drink in the morning and at noon. I drink at night.
Is there anything...
How dare you say such...
Surely you must have had dreams and expectations when you were young, like everybody else.
Sure, I wanted things to change. To really change, and to change for good. The bigger the dream, the harder the fall.
Sounds like you were an idealist, which is honorable.
No, sir. I was an anarchist, and I believed that exclusive property is a robbery in nature. I wanted a new world to rise from the ashes, Dr. Reed.
Do you really think the world is that bad?
No, I believe we all can choose to make it better. But most of us are too weak, too corrupt and too guilty. I failed for sure, but others will come.
I want to know more about your past as an anarchist, Dyson.
I'm still an anarchist, Doctor, make no mistake. I just reject violence as a tool to change the world, unlike my comrades.
Do you still see your comrades, then? Even if you don't agree with their methods anymore, I mean.
No. I hope they'll come to share my point of view one day. I'll raise my glass to that splendid idea.
Do you believe in a bloodless revolution, then?
I do not believe in much anymore, Doctor. But I'll admit I like your idea of peaceful change. I like it a lot.
I'm looking for Mr. Sean Hampton. Do you know where I could find him?
I really don't know. I heard he'd been abducted. I don't know if he's back.
Who could tell me then?
About the sad saint. I'll try asking Tom what's about him.
Goodbye, Mr. Delaney.
Alright, where's the murdering asshole?
Good evening, Mr. Fishburne.
Yeah.
Do you require me?
I'm fine.
Why is your mother protecting you, Seymour?
I'm her son. She's the only one who knows me. Sometimes I think she knows me better than I know myself.
I understand you love her, but can't you see the awful situation you've put her in?
Do you think my mum would have a better life if I were dead? She seems so sad to know me sometimes.
I understand your mother's situation. Obtaining justice at the price of betraying her own flesh. It's quite a dilemma.
It might be my mum's wish that I end up swinging from a hangman's noose. But she wouldn't want to be the one who ties a knot round my neck.
Tell me about your victims, Seymour. Who were they? Why them? Was there a link?
Why should there be? They just kept getting on my nerves at the worst times, that's all.
You feel nothing, do you? No empathy for your victims at all?
You seem pretty calm yourself, don't you?
We're not talking about me.
That right? Well, our calm's the only thing we have in common then.
How many? How many victims?
It's not like I keep records. It happens when it happens.
Did you take pleasure in killing them, Seymour? All those people, all those lives extinguished.
I take no pleasure from it. Just gives me peace. Stills the anger. For a time.
This rage you feel, have you ever been able to control it? Resist it?
I tried. For my mum, I tried for her. Telling the truth made me feel better. For a while.
Don't you think you should seek help? Talk to someone you trust, someone who cares about you.
No. And don't dare speak about me to your colleagues either. Keep your mouth shut tight. Especially about my mum.
Goodbye, Mr. Fishburne. Evening, Rufus.
Evening, Mr. Reed.
So long, Rufus.
Alright, so that's a block, so I need to loop around stuff. Oh, that's... Is that one old guy?
Good evening, sir. I'm amazed you made it back to the docks alone. Good for you.
Well, I could say the same about you, young man. More to the point, who the hell are you?
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed.
And I am Archer Woodbead. Please excuse my assertiveness. I often forget I'm just an old prune.
If you are such a respected figure, surely you have many interesting stories about this part of town.
You bet I do, but make no mistake. I'm no rat, sir. Some secrets are best left buried.
Who would you trust around here?
The owner of the Turquoise Turtle's a decent fella. Tom's his name. Sean Hampton's all right too. Don't particularly share his religious views. He's quite devout if you catch my meaning.
Do you still know anyone? From the old days, I mean.
Most of them are dead. I still give Miss Gillingham salutations. She doesn't remember me. She did once like me. Boy, she was a beauty back then.
Any remarkable new faces around here?
Nobody. Well, there's that boy Rufus the Curse. I like him, despite the reputation he's made since his parents died. Poor little bastard.
I'm sure a district as colorful as the docks must have plenty of stories about strange visitors and creepy characters.
So, you want me to talk about the sewer dog, don't you?
If you don't mind.
The sewer dog is a bitch. Appropriately named. An old woman dressed in rags. She has an elegance, though. Despite her ugliness. I saw her once. Scared the life out of me.
Grammy, is that you?
What can you tell me about this?
People used to feel safe around here. They had the gangs protecting them. Now all they do is bicker and plot against one another.
Missing the good old days, are you not?
Trust me, son. The longer you live, the less meaning your existence will have. You need to remember the days you still had beliefs.
And what about the gangs?
Back in my day, people trusted the wet boot boys. We looked out for the docks and its families. Nowadays, they're just a bunch of greedy fuckers.
You were a gang member.
I was their leader for a time, believe it or not. Now these bastards act like I'm nothing. Not one of them. They owe me some damn respect.
Have you always been so bitter?
It's not bitterness, it's poorly masked disgust. When everything turns to shit, we all have to eat a spoon or two.
With everything that's happened recently, the war, Spanish flu, I must concede that these are difficult times.
A few nights ago, I saw a kid eating a rat. He was right in front of one of those abandoned houses nearby. Just chewing on a living rat's insides.
Tell me about the Wet Boot Boys, Archer. I want to know more.
We were there for the families and each other. It was us against the world. We were vicious, tough, even cruel. But we were united.
You sound like you were some kind of radical union member.
Yes, nowadays the communists and gangs squabble over pointless territory. Sounds stupid when you say it out loud.
Tell me everything you know about the Guard of Priwen.
Andrew never told me what they do. I do know they're vigilantes with military training. Access to some impressive firepower.
And what is your personal opinion about the Guard, then?
This Guard of Priwen is just another gang preying on the young and naive. Preying on people like my boy. I know how it works. I invented it.
Why did your son really join the Guard of Priwen?
If I believed in a higher power, I'd see this as punishment for my own sins. I deserve it for all the young men I enlisted back in the day.
So your son has left you nothing to explain his actions? No letter or message?
Not even a note. I'm a proud man, Dr. Reed. But I would kneel and pray if I thought it would give me my Andrew back.
You don't believe in God, though, do you, Mr. Woodbead? So why did he join?
Now I think about it, Andrew joined the Guard, not to defy me, but to follow in my footsteps, to make me proud.
I'm looking for a man named Sean Hampton. Can you help me?
The sad saint. Even when he was young, his faith and dedication were inspiring. A beacon even, if I may say so.
Interesting. But have you spoken to him recently?
I spoke with him about my missing son a few days ago. I've not seen him since he was attacked by some drunkard and left the vicinity.
Goodbye, sir.
Alright, so, yeah, apparently when I unlocked Ultimate, See, it said the buttons for Ultimate were R and L, so I figured I could have two Ultimate, an Ultimate equipped on R and L. Yeah, not the case. You have to press R and L to use the Ultimate. So... Oh, this place ain't gonna be healthy for too fucking long. I wonder if we are gonna... Okay. Guys?
Easy does it, boys.
There's a fuck mothering werewolf. Okay, I don't know if they were actually attacking or not. Yeah, I don't know if they were actually trying to attack him, but I mean, that was just... That was a what the fuck moment. Oh, we'd attack random people in the street if we think they're vampires. Oh, look, there's a werewolf eating one of our boys' assholes out right in front of us. We're just going to ignore that. Never mind. Well, see, I think I've come through here before. Well, it's a good thing I ate those people and leveled up. Otherwise, they'd be a little under-leveled. North Docks, huh?
I cannot enter.
Oh, wait, was this where... This was where Sean got drug off to.
It's locked.
Lock, jam, stuck.
Burn it, boys!
Nom, 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 nom!
Oh, mine, vermin! Shit!
Bite your ear off! I will pull Mike Tyson on your ass, bitch! Okay, this nice old boss areas got cleaned up. What? Hello? Hurrah! Ooh, can I join the fun too?
Stop, vampire!
No! Stop that! By the power of Grayskull! I have the... fuck it, just die already. Nom 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 nom! Okay, so they will fight the other vampires and creatures of the night. I guess they have to be actively... They just have to be activated in order for them to actually fight, though.
This one's mine!
Okay.
Get away! Die, vermin!
Let's see, these assholes are in their fucking 20s. Come on now. You start giving me, you know, good parts. Won't be that hard. Come on. No, you want to.
I cannot enter.
Ooh. Huh. You know, that upgrade, and I'm using air quotes when I say that, for the healing, it really doesn't, it looks like it actually decreased the amount of healing it does. Oh yeah, now you get instant healing at the expense of the regeneration? But it's not, it still isn't instant healing.
It's locked.
So, I don't think that upgrade was actually programmed properly. Right now, it's quite literally a downgrade. It is not healing me for as much as, like, the fucking level 1 variant was. And it costs more. Well, no. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna have to reset all my stuff. Oh, really? You actually have to spend XP to reset. That's kind of shit, but... Oh, whoops. Yeah, because that was just... It was costing more blood, and yet... Okay.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
I can, because I'm making you. Evil puppet master that I am.
I have this thirst for blood.
Over there! Steady, boys! Bloody leech!
Huh?
I cannot enter.
Have I been through this part of the docks before? Oh.
Steady! He's dead!
Aha. Youth arrested for attempted murder. Last night, a young man named Tom Wantz was arrested by the police for attempted murder in the renowned restaurant The Silver Bell on Percival Street. The suspect was spotted standing in front of the restaurant, pointing a gun at customers for about 1 minute without firing. 2 witnesses promptly reported his behavior. Watts was arrested without incident, but refused to give any explanations for his actions, and only his name. His gun was loaded, confirmed the policeman who answered our questions. It is likely that Watts will feel the full force of His Majesty's courts for this transgression. The young man should be jailed for a few years at least. Really now?
Tom has so much alcohol, he could keep this district afloat for quite some time.
Yeah, Tom Wong. I keep wanting every time I see his name, though, I want to call him Thomas Waite. Cthulhu.
It's locked.
Lock jam stuck.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
Now, my dumbass forgot to upgrade the damn thing to level 2 this time, so of course now it
Seems like the guard of Prewin is on Shorthampton's trail too.
I'll send you to hell. He's dead!
That looks more like a flamethrower.
I'll send you back in a fucking grave! Crush the leech, boys! Die, vermin! I hate leeches. Killing's all you can do. Hit it, boys! You! Get back in the grave! Die, beast! Crush the leech, boys! Killing's all die, vermin! I'll send you to hell. Burn it, boys! Die, vermin! I'll put an end to you! Crush the leech, boys! Die, beast! Die, vermin! I hate leeches.
Seems like it heals more in combat.
This poor man has just been slaughtered by a vampire. The body's still warm.
Meh.
Eat this!
Shit, that leech is fast!
Ah, shit. Fuck off with your fucking unlimited combo bullshit. This piece of shit has just been slaughtered by a vampire. Because I did it!
It's locked, all right.
Fuck you, don't want to deal with it.
There's one of them vermin!
What are you talking about? I'm just blink dodging. Is that against the fucking law? Excuse you, sir. I'm out here having a midnight blink, and you insist on being a fucking asshole and try to shoot me with a flaming crossbow. I would have words for you, but I think I'm just gonna chop your fucking throat off with a hacksaw. Dick.
See them?
Die, vermin! Oh my god!
Aha! I've discovered the lootering. Wouldn't mind restocking my bullets. The fuck kind of crazy sex dungeon did I just walk into? Or is it a blacksmith shop?
Steady, bitch! We've got one!
Okay, you're more annoying because you have the fucking flashlight of justice. The fuck have I wandered off to this time? Yo, you guys really suck at your job. We're here to kill vampires, we are. Oh look, there's just a fucking ghoul rooting through the trash. There was a ghoul rooting through the fucking trash, not like fucking 20 yards down the motherfucking road. Whoa. That's great. Well, conveniently enough, it's almost time to end the video. What just happened right there was the power going out on a clear day. No inclement weather whatsoever. So, power's dead. I guess I'll catch you guys next time. Later.